Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Auburn's offense takes the field for the first time today. This rivalry is intense, guys, but with all of the connections between the two, it's more like a family feud more so than a bitter war.
And for example, about the connections, Reese, how about Vince Dooley, longtime Georgia coach? He went to Auburn. How about great player Pat Dye, All-American at Georgia? Coaches at Auburn, the connections are real, the rivalry is real.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind. Play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. Finds the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Delp. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And the pass hits. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaking on the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Lovett. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Back to pass, it's back. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. First down for this offense. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South Oldest Rattle. We've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole year.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Using the quick game.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Offense gets set for second down. It's reverse. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Dropping back, it's back. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Incomplete, the defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Cobb. Powers through the defender. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Lovett. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offense.
Going to take a shot. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can snip it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To throw, it's Thorne. And the timing just a hair off. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And they tacked on the extra point. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Lovett. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Nice move to stay on his feet. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Line getting set on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. To the air, it's Thorne. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Looking for a block. It's Lovett. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. You're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Pressure coming. He's got his man. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in this battle between the Tigers and Dogs. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Got his man quickly. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Give to the running back.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Tigers are on the move. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On second down, wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
That makes the score Georgia 24.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. from the gun, the ground game.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's back to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 92 in punt formation to kick it away.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll...
Now second down.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Quick strike complete. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Lovett. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great... A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. There, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
Man, they're red and black going crazy. The fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs. Man, they got to do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Looking to pass. It's Thorne. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts one down the sideline.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Makes the grab. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Dances away from 1. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.